Hello, everyone. It is Newtonian Turtle of the Black Pants Legion here with a new Trackamon. And yep, hello, Night Owl. One Falkenstein, Newt Newt. Time for Zoomies. Well, we'll do our best. We'll do our best with the Zoomies. That's really all we can promise is doing our best with the Zoomies. IT. It's Pikachu. I mean, I could see like Pikachu race on this track. It's kind of a long one for Pikachu. I think Pikachu would be pretty tuckered out after a lap. Actually, didn't one of the newer tracks have like uh or the newer games have a Pokemon that's also like a motorcycle or something? That could be fun on this track. That could be fun on this. All right. Well, uh maybe a cormorant? Is that a bird? I think that sounds like a bird. I might be wrong though. That is a bird. So, uh, well, that's okay. I know last time was or last week was uh I was accused of having a deep cut with Lime Rock Park, aka one of the most beloved GT tracks in the US. But that's fine. That's fine. So we'll do a track outside of the US. There you go. There's your hint. This track is outside of the US. Specifically, it's in Europe. So with that, and maybe a little bit of thinky think. So cormorants are birds, shorebirds with long necks, and they hunt. Okay, so they're not seagulls. Okay. Uh, while doing the thinky think, we can proceed to something that explicitly does not do the thinky think. That's in this game. We're in chapter 4 now. Open skies. Open skies. And there's a BRZ, the drift BRZ from the. Oh, here we have Yakuma no Tseto. Thinking, is that allowed? Sure it is. May not always be successful, but you're always allowed to do a think. Oh, I also modified this to look more like the car from the show. So full on Devil Sea. Oh, set a new record for something. Sounds suspicious. There's nothing suspicious about that. For a total of 8 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna guess whatever this is supposed to be, it's tied to the music track. That's very turned off because all copyright.
All right, Rav. Prepare to be amazed. Hey, baby.
That? Wait, these end? No, they don't. In fact, do you want to smash those?
Right at it. What in the?
You like my little wraparound? The speed crunch
That's
series
kinda
hired me to
interesting.
give their events a little extra spark. Pull off something cool in those zones, and they'll double your score.
A little warning would have been nice.
That's okay.
Great start, Mac. Don't let up. This course is longer and tougher than the first.
It's actually kind of fun. I say as I get yeah. Keep missing what I'm supposed to be doing. I've been at the air for like almost 3 more seconds.
Yeah, let's do this. Smashed it.
There's tons of stuff to smash for points on a speed cross track. Try hitting a different
this
move on
is-
your next lap to smash more obstacles and get a higher score.
I got this, Rap.
Oh yeah, hit the airtime limit.
This
Or
is seriously impressive. If only we could get you into the series, we'd make a killing.
Rap, you have got to work your magic and get me in.
no, it says jump, but I did not see the ramp there.
Keep the focus, Mac. You're killing it.
Yeah, that's that's a bit too tricky for me to figure out. Like this one.
Got that one.
Well, I guess we beat the target score, so
Missile takedown.
being an Italian job theme. Well, this is hey, it's a car. This is just what the game has to give in us. I think this is like DLC missions, so we're in a non-legally distinct rallycross. We're given a mini that's been modified for legally distinct rallycross.
I am the man.
Epic speed. Only good drift. Or only okay at drift. So it's kind of a race. It's a race to see how stylish we can do it. Kind of like Gymkhana, except more violent. How you do the racing minigame from Yakuza Like a Dragon. I mean, I love the Yakuza series. I absolutely play like the entire Yakuza series, except what?
You're a natural. No surprise. I've got the data I need to bring this car up to the next level.
Come on, Rav. Don't leave me hanging like this.
Mac, only a sponsored car can even get close to the Speedcross series.
You could be my sponsor, Rav.
Sorry, Mac. That's not how it works.
It's not how it works. That's a lot. Holy crap. Okay. You have to race Immortan Joe.
Mac, I'm about to make your wish come true. My client's driver is a no-show, but the Mini is already registered for the Speedcross series.
No freaking way.
The car will get you into the tryouts, but you'll have to prove yourself to continue. Speedcross is big business, Mac. This is no joke. These guys play by their own rules.
Rav, what did happen to your client's driver?
I'm not sure I want to ask.
Well, not quite Immortan Joe, although that is a pretty sick VW Beetle. Alright, let's do Hog Wild in the racing Volvo Amazon. Yeah, Hells, if you're available and around, feel free to hop in.
Finally take me? Make it to the observatory before sunrise.
I'll be there.
Go hog wild. I'm starting from the same distance on the other side of the mountain. You'd better not waste my time.
Have I rammed anyone yet? Well, so far it's all been solo events, so I haven't really had to ram anyone. Now I'm just gonna cross country in a Volvo Amazon. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure you could totally drive like this across the US. I like how neither side can, or neither thing can agree on how far I actually have left to go. I'm actually gonna take this. Mine's two of them. So. All right. Past all this crap. Okay, needs to follow the GPS from here. Yep, just a casual 130 miles an hour through, sandy desert, through the mountains. Why didn't you turn, Volvo? I asked you to turn, and you didn't do a turn. Almost getting properly dirty. With all that mud. Oops. I got so caught up in looking at all the mud I forgot to see where the course was going. Just throw out the last Group B rally car pops out. I mean, we did that in the driver series, or the driver San Francisco game, where we just, popped into a Group B rally car that we bought at the dealership. I think it was only $500,000 that we paid for a Group B rally car. Admiring the scenery is how they get you. It is. Ooh, I don't think I can hit 162. Car's not fast enough for that. Ooh, race truck. Why is our
Great
off-road
view,
truck
huh?
stanced?
Now the real fun. Race to the canyons, one-on-one, you and me.
Get ready to lose to this flashy showman.
It did have the Mighty Pacer. You are correct. That does make Driver San Francisco the best arcade racing game.
I forgot to mention, keep a lookout near the canyons. Got two of my favorite jumps there. Well, one of my favorite jumps. The other, let's just say I haven't had a car survive it yet.
Haven't had a car survive a jump. It, okay. It's fine. This is all fine. This is all fine. Nothing to worry about.
Where'd you go, Faith?
Shove it, showman, I'll get you.
I also like how the car slows down if you're on the part of the off-road track that isn't groomed. Because that's how all of this works.
I haven't had this much fun whipping someone in a long time.
Someone's blood is pumping.
I don't know what the hell's up with tunnel physics apparently, but your car will not turn in the tunnel.
It's been a while since I met someone who pissed off the house so much they got themselves ran out of town.
What can I say? We never do anything half-assed.
That include taking them down too?
Absolutely.
Do not. Oh, I was gonna say do not hit the solar panels, but then I hit boulder. I hit rock.
Almost lost my fender there.
Pretty sure my suspension is trashed.
No other way to race.
The view's great up here.
Don't get used to it.
My suspension is trashed on an off-road track. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was a fun jump.
While you're back there, can you clean my rear window?
I don't hit rocks to the list. Listen, I can do maybe two things at the same time. Maybe. If I'm breathing manually, that's one thing I can then do as well. So, you know. Adding don't hit rocks to the list that's a tall ask. That's a tall ask. Boulder hates it when you take him for granted. Yeah. It needed do.
We're running out of time, Faith.
I got all the time in the world, showman.
You're not even on my map. Oh, is this the big jump? Oh,
Almost there. Almost
this might be
there.
the big jump. Oh, that is in fact a big jump.
You
Holy
ready?
crap.
Hell yeah, let's do this. Jump hard.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how you do it.
Did we fall 10 stories on that jump? Only a vehicle as mighty as the Volvo could have done. What? Okay. Why give me a part that's worse than what I have? They destroyed all but one car. Yeah, that's... There's no way this car could have survived that. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm sure the Volvo will drive away from that. Evo 9. Get that Porsche.
Woo, yeah, that was a hell of a race.
I feel alive. I feel unstoppable. This is off-roading.
That's the spirit. That's what I like to see. You guys are really gonna pull this off, aren't you?
We really are.
Well, good luck then. We'll be watching. Maybe even pulling a few stunts ourselves. Happy driving, showman. And remember, if you're not gripping your wheel for dear life, then you're not racing.
Amen.
All the glass, or almost all the glass has been blown out.
You running with the militia sisters these days, fresh meat? You're crazier than I thought.
Udo, what's up?
I've been watching you and your crew. You're really gunning for the house, aren't you?
It's gonna be huge, Udo. They're not gonna know what hit them.
Yeah. Hey, if you're ever in trouble, League 73's got your back.
Blink 73? What? Is that like half price Blink 182? Alright, because we unlocked that vehicle and I really, really, really want it. Where's the... There it is. Sometimes shift happens, man. You get lost in the zooms and rooms, and sometimes you can't hear from danger. So for the Dukes of Hazzard movie, I believe, what was it, like over 400 Chargers they destroyed over the series? I know at one point they were basically like, we don't care, as long as you have a Charger, we'll just slap the correct like things on it and go from there. This no, I wanted sure. What would be funny? Came in here to purchase this vehicle. I forgot to purchase. Supposedly, one of the Michael Bay Transformers destroyed over 500. I believe it. Almost the correct thing for this. Only 144,000 for a classic RSR Ducktail? Yeah. But that's okay. We'll spend all our money doing, stupid gotcha, like,
Godspeed, racers. This is your friendly neighborhood curator with a reminder that not all races are fought on the pavement. Case in point, Mac has taken out Fit Jones and the girls of Free Amber Militia. An epic battle of dirt and grit, but a fight on Mary Mac 1 with a trademark grin on his face. Will we see that attitude in the Outlaws Rush? Why not? He's gotten his crew one step closer. Takes a big man to keep up with the militia, Mac. Nice work.
Mac's getting quite the reputation lately. I'm gonna have to step up.
Oh, listen to that air-cooled flat 6. That actually does sound good. Although, if it is a classic, like 911, what should happen is the minute it starts to slide, you just die. Just immediate death. There's all that weight at the back. Great when you have traction over it. But as soon as you start to lose traction, that big weight at the back just becomes a huge pendulum. Speeds, you change the box while tuning. I mean, I did purchase a aftermarket gearbox for this, so maybe one of the gotcha gearboxes is oh, I think this is supposed to be near Vegas. So if you grew up near Vegas, Cookie Mama, then you know this might be. Although I think takes a very liberal approach to near Vegas. Change car. Changing to Devil C.
We were 6 warring leagues, exiled from the city by the house. But out here, we found our common cause. We are the Silver Six, and one day you will hear about us.
Tyler? Lil Tyler Morgan? It's really going down. Dios mío, I can't believe it.
What's the joke here, Gaio?
That you're gunning for the house. I heard, but I thought he's crazy, but he's not that crazy.
Dead serious. Lena's gonna pay for what she did.
Damn, boy. Lil Ty got some bark. Why you trying so hard, Gauron? I got something that will be a lot easier for you. We'll talk after the race.
Don't leave asphalt for more than 2 seconds. Oh, that's not happening up here.
So, where are we going?
Oh, we've taken some precautions against the house. You see what I mean? Follow my directions. Get here on time. You'll get your race.
Oh dear. Oh, this does not turn like the Porsche does. It is much faster in a straight line than the Porsche, though. Which, I guess, is on brand for the Devil C. Yes, Cookie, please do feel better. We need our one resident adult to be healthy. I have 30 seconds to get up here.
Without me, Gaio.
Might switch to the Porsche for these.
Easy. Next.
Go under Fortune's Gamble Bridge. Better hurry. Engines are revving.
Not the one that's gonna win.
For these twisting, these twisty sections.
Looking good.
These twisty sections. This car is just understeer central.
Nice work, amigo. Final stop across Santa Curva Bridge.
I'll make it.
Little Ty. Really? Oh, this bodywork is getting a little damaged. That's okay though.
Aftermarket parts and lots of Bondo will take care of that.
Oh, hello, Hellscar.
Hello.
This is in fact a game. It oh dear.
Oh, right into the beamer.
That's okay. They probably deserved it. They probably turn without turn signals. And...
Always blame me for that. That was all you, Dio.
My wife had a job that had her commuting, about 45 minutes every day up the interstate. And her observation was, and this was just from her anecdotal evidence, it was BMW drivers don't have turn signals. Mercedes drivers don't want to use turn signals. And so it's BMW drivers just do stuff without signaling. Mercedes drivers do stuff expecting you to get out of the way.
Which is, like, that's always struck me as kind of weird. Like, if you're playing chicken with, like, your luxury German Beamer and me in my, like, shitbox that cost $2,000.
Made it. Where are we racing?
Like,
yeah.
I don't care if this gets another ding.
I had a buddy in high school who, when he was getting ready to drive, he wanted a car with body damage, and his parents were like, "Why?" He goes, "So people get out of the way."
Yeah.
What have I got to lose, huh?
Exactly. It's
Fine, I'm a man of my word. Just send you the location.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
If you think that's impressive, the Outlaw's Rush is gonna crush you. If you can even get past me.
Oh, I'll get past you, and I'll be ready for Lena too.
Oh, I didn't say Lena. I said the Rush.
Same difference.
Take it from me, amigo. It's not.
I think he ended up driving a used Infinity, which was a choice, but it was available.
and those things are fast. Drift for 1640. Cumulative?
Man, what's changed, Gaio? Sticking it to the house seems like it would be right up your alley.
Yeah, we tried, we really did. But this is better. We're done getting crushed by the house. Now enough talk. You
Well,
got a race to lose.
Try to make this look like the Devil's Z from Wangan Midnight. It looks kind of similar. But yeah, so I've always lived up in the Northeast, and so like, you know, cars, I should say, bodies here have a life. They'll eventually be eaten by corrosion.
Yeah, they'll rust out from all the wonderful salt brine.
So, okay, I guess we'll just race past the police, and they'll be fine with it. They'll just be like, okay.
Good luck.
So, like, you know, I have my nice car that, like, I only bring out in the summer. That's my BRC, and yeah, it's less friendly now, because I have every racing modification you make to a vehicle makes it worse.
Yeah.
Just unquestionably makes it worse. So the brakes...
When you say worse, do you mean uncomfortable, or...?
Uncomfortable and less safe.
Okay.
So the brakes I have on it right now, they don't work for the first, like, 5 minutes that I drive it. Because the pads aren't up to temperature.
I mean, I was...
It's fine.
Gonna say, you gotta... You have to stop in those first 5 minutes, don't you?
Eventually, yes. But you know, that's when you smash on the brakes, and then like your passenger freaks out because they see you stepping on the brake and the car not slowing down. Until like eventually the brakes warm up enough to where the car does work, or the brakes do work.
So do you just stand on it when you need it in that first 5 minutes?
Yeah, pretty much. And then, you know, that gets the brakes warm enough, and then they maintain heat well enough that you can
that
just keep
poor
working.
Dodge Caliber.
It's fine. They probably wanted a new car anyway. I just helped them with the insurance.
That was very nice of you.
Insurance payout. Oh, thank you. So that's the brakes on the car right now.
Yeah.
The tires on it last about 500 months.
Okay. That's
No, it seems short.
That's not a lot.
It seems short, but it's okay.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your income. I'm just thinking that does seem really short.
It's fine. It's fine. It's why it gets towed everywhere.
Crushed it.
Max has taught you brakes are optional. Well, Max has taught me that when gap fit car. So, you know.
Okay, so here, let me put a thought to you. I know you're focusing on your high-end driving, but I'm going to do that one weird Top Gear segment they only did once every series.
Mm-hmm.
If you were going to have a sporty car that you were going to try and fit a large person into, what would your first go-to for that be?
Define, are we talking vertically large or horizontally large?
Either or both.
For vertically large, I would go with something like a 3 Series or a 5 Series.
Okay.
We'll show you how good it is out here.
For horizontally large, I would go with probably a Corvette, a base model Corvette.
Okay. Is that for those two fat blokes in Kentucky, as Jeremy Clarkson would say?
If you actually look at the seats, you will see that the bolstering on the Corvettes are very different from the bolstering on like a M3. And it's explicitly for that reason. Because GM knows who buys their base model Corvettes.
Parallax sent me it was a nice little reel of a uniform for first-time Corvette drivers, or for first-time Corvette owners. I was like, oh, okay, what do I need to do? Step 1, jean shorts, got it.
Yep.
Step 2, high white socks, got it. Step 3, white New Balances. Step 4, polo shirt tucked in.
Yep. You have to have the jean shorts with the polo shirt tucked in. Ideally, you'll also have like a nice discreet belt. But that's really
discreet belt.
Discreet belt.
Okay.
But it's optional. Let's try the. I think we can. 225. I think the Porsche works for this. 19.
This is the Richard Hammond part of the game.
The Porsche.
Yeah.
The Z is fast. It just doesn't turn as well as the Porsche does.
Damn,
yeah.
What happened to you?
Oh, William. Oh, well. I need to show you the Buick Regal.
Oh.
I think you'll get a kick out of it.
Dude, I love that Darth Vader car.
The, Shade?
The GNX.
Oh. It's not the Darth Vader car anymore, but I'll show you what it looks like as soon as I'm done with this race.
Okay. I'm just saying that the production for the GNX like looked like Darth Vader, and then GM was mad that it was faster than the Corvette with the 6-cylinder in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they killed it off.
And then, well, you know, GM could have learned that, hey, these Turbo 6s are actually wicked fast.
Yeah.
And instead they learned that, no, V8 strong.
V8 strong.
That's the only lesson
and
they
there's
used.
the Mad Max tie-in. We venerate the V8.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, just as a note, I bought this RSR Ducktail brand new, and it comes with nitrous. Every vehicle in this universe comes with nitrous.
Well,
your garbage truck comes with nitrous from the factory. It says magic refilling nitrous too, if you'll notice.
That's what I was going to say, is like there's apparently separate tanks for refilling.
I think it's like, you know the buzzard collectors in Star Trek?
Yeah.
I think every car just has one of those for nitrous.
It just filters road grit into nitrous.
It just filters road grit into nitrous.
Oh, I'm sorry. The other fun thing that I really enjoyed about the GNX lore was the fact that they had to put weight in the front end of it, because the original version, when it would take off, the front wheels would come up off the ground if you hit it too hard.
Oh, yeah.
So they had to weigh the front down.
I think the reason that happened is they built the chassis and suspension and everything like it would have a V8 in it, but the V6 was so much lighter that now the front end would come off the ground when you when you really hit the gas.
That is so funny to me.
It's
like, what kind of flex is that? It's like, my car's this fast. Oh yeah, my car's so strong that I pop a wheelie coming off the line every time.
My car's so fast I can't turn when I accelerate. The turning wheels are up in the air. Right. I know this game said that this car is going to be struggling in this race because it was like under the recommended level.
Yeah.
This car is crushing it.
I think we might just have to say that you're just too good for this game.
I don't know if I could go that far.
And that's how it's done.
I think if I was gonna make a card game, the most secret vehicle you could have, that would be the challenge vehicle, you know, like playing Dan in Street Fighter or something, would be a short-sized school bus that would be labeled the struggle bus. And you have to beat all of the stuff, all of the races and everything in the game. Well, thank you for subscribing. You have to beat all the races in the game with the struggle bus to 100% the game.
That's evil. You have to beat the game with the struggle bus to unlock the best car in the game.
Oh. Okay, what would you make the best car in the game?
It would depend on the era.
Would it be another meme thing, or?
It would depend on the era.
If you were making it, what would you want to pick it to be?
If I were to make my own game, I think it would be like, did you ever play Shift Unleashed or Need for Speed Shift? Or Shift 2?
I did not.
So, those were like, EA tried to get, oh, I was going to show you the GNX. EA tried to make something that's more akin to like a serious racing game. So it still has a lot of arcade elements to it, but it's kind of it's a more serious, like it's all on track and all that. I would do that, but with cars from like the 70s and 80s, including race cars. And I would make the fastest car in the game the Can-Am cars.
Okay.
Because those cars would be like, you know, they might weigh like 1,800 pounds in a engine with an engine that makes like 1,500 horsepower. There you go.
I think if I was going to be doing one, I could not resist the urge to make. Oh gosh.
Kacheka, Kacheka.
Oh my god. Okay, yes, that's okay. All right, you get a point on the big board for that one, dude. That's excellent.
Look at that.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. And the fact that they had the stuff in the game for you to be able to do that. That's wonderful.
So
that's fantastic.
This lets you download community creations.
Oh.
So someone else made this.
Okay.
Make a Soviet era racing game where you rally to West Berlin and Alada. I mean, isn't that what the long drive game is?
So if I was gonna make one, I think mine would be, and I'm just dreaming off the top of my head, Need for Speed budget, and it would be all like entry level consumer cars across different eras.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no specced out tuner stuff. It's just like, oh, we're gonna be racing a Chevy Cavalier versus a Ford Escort versus a Buick LeSabre.
Oh yeah.
And just see what happens.
Okay, have you been to
yeah, a Saturn SL2 is one of them.
On the base Honda Civic, base Camry. Have you?
Oh yeah.
Have you been to the Mannheim Auto Auction?
I have not.
So, do you know what that is?
I'm going to assume that's an auto auction in Germany.
It is an auto auction, but it's not in Germany. So the Mannheim Auto Auctions, I think they're all across the U.S. They're definitely all across the East Coast.
Okay.
And why am I off-road in a RSR? Whatever.
Beep beep, gas stop.
Yep. It actually does repair your car when you do that. Oh, it's invincible with road signs. Okay.
It's kind of like Burnout Paradise does that too. No, you go through the body shops instead of the gas stations. Yep. But anyway, yes.
So what the Mannheim Auto Auction, it's like the big dealer auction. It's where all the dealers will bring their like trade-ins and everything, and sell the cars between themselves.
Okay.
So, like, the prices you see there are normally, like, dealer prices.
Give me a challenge.
Okay.
The auto auction itself, I think it goes on for a week, but the public is only allowed to attend. You need a dealer license to attend the majority of the auction.
Okay.
But you can, the public's allowed to attend for the last 2 days of the auction. So you can make your Need for Speed game where you go to this auction, you buy a car for less than $5,000.
Almost there.
And that's what you have to race.
Now, I did not go to. I've not been to auto auction, but I was at the Toyota Kentucky plant on Friday.
On Friday?
I don't know.
Wow.
Yes. I don't know why, whenever we have a staff meeting, because my department works with another agency, whenever we have a staff meeting, we're technically supposed to have an enrichment activity. I don't know why it was at Toyota, but there we were. And, man, I gotta tell you, it was weird because you would not think that being at a car manufacturing plant would be... You would think that there'd be a certain amount of
boredom,
weight in the air or something. It's just kind of like, this going on and doing that. But man, we're rolling around and everybody's waving and smiling and happy to see us. And one of the folks from the other agency's like, I think they trot out actors for wherever the tours come through, because I don't understand how people are going to be so damn happy working there. Of course, they're probably getting paid super well, so...
Well, so the thing with Toyota is people will...
Can't believe I even made
Lord
it to
Havoc
the
has
finish.
followed us. Welcome.
Well, welcome, Lord Havoc. Welcome to WBPL 76, the Twitch channel for the Black Pants Legion. Hope you like your time here. Could someone please hit that Discord tag in the chat, please?
Oh,
That'll be me. I'll do it.
Cookie Mama did it, and I need to
Cookie
quit this race.
beat me to it because Cookie's awesome
Hell yeah,
and a designated
awesome.
adult.
I need to
Anyway,
quit
please
this
go
race
ahead.
because I need to upgrade this car. But so Toyota has this like they've done a lot to make mass production work really well for them. To the extent that upgraded. To the extent that like everyone tries to copy the Toyota method, and it's called the Toyota method, or you'll hear like Six Sigma and all that. Like that all comes from the Toyota method.
Yeah. But it's being used by people who don't actually understand how it works.
Exactly. And like I think it can apply to everything when it's like no, it's a very specific like thing you do with it, and if you do it wrong, you're just wasting everyone's time and money.
Yeah.
But part of the Toyota method is that like they believe that that decisions should be made where the work is done.
Yes.
What that ends up being is like if I'm working on the line, okay, I'm making a car, and I see something is wrong with the car. Me as the operator, I can stop the entire production line.
Yes.
And have that thing be fixed.
They have a rope at every station that's got the last length of it is bright red.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we were rolling by, it's like they pointed that out. They called it their Toyota just-in-time method, and I was like, "Oh, dude, that's yeah." I've heard about people screwing that up, but yeah, if they see it's the same, an issue coming through with a vehicle, stop it and fix it then, so it's not more of a hassle to fix it later or find out where the issue is coming from.
Yeah,
like, and that's.
I guess like my observation of Toyota, this is only Toyota, because if you go to like GM plants, I won't see this.
Yeah,
has been that because they empower all their employees and take them seriously and just give them everything they need to do, have pride in their work. Their employees love doing the work.
Always.
Like they're all happy to work.
Yeah. They have on site.
Let's do this.
At TMMK, they have, they've got cafeterias there, they have a medical facility on site, they have a daycare on site. Like, all of that stuff is there to take care of their employees. And it is also, like, you would expect that it's well kept and tidy and everything, because it's not like you would expect it's like a garage and oil and all that stuff. But it's bare concrete, but starkly clean.
Yep.
Like,
yeah, it's and again, it's the whole like they want to take pride. They take pride in their work. They want to do good jobs. So part of it is like keeping things clean, and like they'll even end the shift early so that people have time to just clean up. It's a vastly different like philosophy, especially to American car manufacturers. So,
well, even compared to another Japanese manufacturer that I'm aware of, because there's a place not far from me that was a plant that was run by Hitachi, and they ran 7 days a week, And their philosophy was, we run 7 days a week, and if we burn out and lose people, there's more people that'll come work here, and we don't care. Until they got a new plant manager who came in and said, this is stupid. We're burning out good employees. We're not going to do this crap anymore. And I was like, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, no, it turns out that most people really just, like, want to earn a living and live a decent life, and if you give them the tools to do so, they'll reciprocate.
Yeah, they'll be happy. You give them enough time off. You give them, take care of your people that take care of you.
Yeah.
Shocking, I know.
But all
right, I need to go do something real quick. I'll be right back.
Oh, all right. Plants tend to be eat off the floor levels of clean. I know some places are like that, but some places I've also seen where it's just like, you might see a little bit of dust here or there, and you'll definitely see like the grime of the day, but it's all kept like, it's all cleaned up between shifts, so it might look like you could eat off the floor. I just wouldn't recommend doing it. And yeah, it looks like all I needed was a few upgrades, and now we can win this easy.
Racking up the wins.
My apologies, I am returned.
Oh, no worries. We have $11,000, I guess? I don't know. It's probably dollars, but like, I also got this classic Porsche for 140,000.
Oh, this is pre-inflation.
This is the last time this Porsche would have been worth $140,000.
Why are you getting involved in all that shady crap again?
You don't
Maybe the early 90s?
to taking everything from us. I was in jail, man. Jail. They even
I took it as like
Scare us.
I know you, man. You just need
in Red Dead Redemption, you get to have the Winchester rifle early on because
You keep saying
everybody wants a Winchester, and it's like, okay, well, yeah. And so they're just like, yeah, you can have that early. And then the other stuff that comes after it is variations or more specialized.
I know I'll see you there.
It's like, it's not like Winchesters were inexpensive or common or something, but...
The Winchester.
Yeah.
With all the stuff I've hit, it's probably worth 30k. But look at all the gotcha, like, upgrades I've got on it. Surely upgrades on a car make it more valuable, right? That's what TikTok has taught me.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find something here real quick. So, back during COVID, to amuse myself, I put it on one of my social medias that I would grab a fistful of cars out of my kids' Hot Wheels collection and then put a challenge on it and say, okay, this race, it's going to be it's a cannonball run. You're driving from Manhattan to Redondo Beach, California. Which car do you pick?
Okay.
And then I listed them. And it was just because I didn't like buying my kids Hot Wheels that weren't real cars. Like, that annoyed me. So I have a list here, if you would like the list. Of course, that's also asking you to focus on two things at once, and that might not be fair. But it's car related, so
it's car related. I'll definitely give it the old college try. And,
all right.
And there's always retry in this game, so
Okay. So you have a cannonball run. Here are your options. I didn't have a year for this one. Focus RS, 2010 Mustang Shelby GT500, Nissan 300 ZXTT, Volvo 850 Estate, Lamborghini Countach, Ford Transit Wagon,
Which
Aston Martin
Okay.
Transit Connect, sorry.
Okay.
Aston Martin Vantage,
Okay.
96 Porsche Carrera,
Okay.
2017 Acura NSX,
Okay.
Tesla Model X,
Okay.
2004 Audi RS6 Avant,
Okay.
Renault Sports RS,
Okay.
98 Subaru Impreza STI,
Okay.
or Volkswagen Koffer Racer.
Okay. Of all of those, I would take the Mustang GT500
Okay, why is that?
because almost all the other cars listed are electronically limited to 155.
Okay.
The Mustang GT500 isn't.
I'm done with your crew. I beat
Okay.
them, you race me, mano a mano.
The
You gonna drive?
downside is it's not going to be able to pass a gas station.
Time to crush this.
I was gonna say, I remember
It's
I remember Clarkson racing the European train in one of those,
yep.
and he had the same thing.
Yeah, it's I think the top speed of that is something like 190.
I think so.
No, I mean I'm assuming all of these are stock out of the factory.
Yes, that's the assumption I made as well.
Because otherwise, it's just like it doesn't matter if I can modify it.
Yeah, no. If you can modify anything, then what point is there to putting makes and models on it?
Yeah. So
Why does Black
be my
Mamba
choice.
drive a white car? So, amusingly, Parallax's choice was the Focus RS.
Not gonna
Okay.
last.
Because he said it's 300 horsepower in a small car that he could comfortably ride for that long of a trip, doesn't stand out, and it's literally a rally car, with the designation. There were some people there that are like, I want to take the purple car because I like it, which, by the way, was that Lamborghini Countach.
Oh,
And it's like, that's a choice.
you've never driven one, have you? That's what that tells me.
Yeah.
That's the worst,
Here we go.
terrible, just most awful car I've ever driven was a Countach.
Would it be fair to call it the best poster car of all time?
Oh, absolutely. That car,
Okay.
the only purpose for that car to exist is to decorate, like, posters. Is to decorate walls.
Yeah.
It looks great standing still. It looks great when someone else is driving it. Yeah. Try when
I
you're
watched James May drive it, and that told me plenty.
Yes, that's yeah, yep. That actually does summarize everything about the Countach.
So Wilf and William Desir in the chat both went for the Focus RS as well.
Okay.
So
Again, that's electronically limited to 155. And that has to do with the tires.
Okay.
To use less expensive tires, they limit the speed to 155.
okay.
And again, that's like less expensive is relative. There's I think 155 is W rated, and then like above 155 you're getting into Z rated, which are idiotically expensive. And non-descriptive because like Z rated is basically like above 180.
Okay.
There's no limit. It's just above 180. How far above 180? I don't know.
So my Turgid Turbine made a point that my cousin made on that post. Turbine said I drove a Transit for years. People don't give him enough credit. My cousin said I'd take the Transit because nobody would be looking for that thing to go fast and the police would leave you alone.
Which is why I asked which Transit. Because
Yeah.
one particular Transit, if that was on the list, I would take that.
Okay.
This one is the Transit Mule.
Transit Mule.
Yep.
Okay.
They made one.
That's
Ford made one.
sounds high torque for some reason.
It
That's it.
not
You and
really.
me.
Okay.
So yes, but also no. This transit mule was a mule car to test the engine for the Jaguar XJ220. So it was a Ford Transit. If you look at it from the outside, the only thing you'll see that's weird about it is the back tires are like triple the size they should be.
Oh wow.
Race me.
And
Oh, you scared?
all
Big
they
bad
did
guy.
is
Can
just
you
take the
take on Lil Tyler
normal
Morgan?
Transit
I know what you're trying to do,
and
man,
put
but
the
house has
XJ220
everything
engine
on
in the
lock.
middle.
The Outlaws Rush is just for
Huh.
show now.
Then I'll put on one
Okay.
hell of a show. Silver Rock doesn't belong to the house. It
I
belongs
think it's
to
only
us.
twin turbo.
You really believe that, don't you?
Okay.
You bet your ass we do.
You're gonna get yourself killed, hermanito. Fine. We race.
All right. So I got another set for you.
I'll
Okay.
give
This one was the last one was New York to LA. This one was Seattle to Key West.
in a jail cell.
Here's what I grabbed out of my son's collection: Ford Ranger Raptor, Mercedes AMG.
Which
There
one?
was a different.
Oh, just
I
the
think
AMG
it's-
GT.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a different Volvo 850 wagon.
Okay.
Nissan 300ZX, Nissan Fairlady Z, Nissan Fairlady 2000, a 32 Ford Coupe, a Hummer H2, and a Chevy Nomad.
Oh, this is a smaller.
Yeah, it's a smaller list to pick from.
Might go with the Nissan,
Which one?
the 300ZX,
That one.
because that's. I think that has a top speed of 160,
Okay.
or I think no, it doesn't. No, it does, because that was the last Z car they made that was like actually insane. Before they stopped trying.
Okay.
So
It was interesting because the reaction of folks who were following it, their reactions were all over the place. Nobody picked the same car.
yeah, that's a that's a smaller. I think there's fewer interesting picks in that list, but hey,
Let me see if I can find, because I think I did 4 of them. Let me see what I can find. That doesn't make any sense.
Pontiac Aztec. Oh no,
Okay, so,
police.
oh no, the Po.
Adam 13, we're in pursuit of an old Porsche 911. Subject heading northbound through Mount Providence.
Old Porsche 911.
Well, that's,
Yeah, it's not like there's a lot of those running around,
yeah.
especially in Vegas of all places.
Right.
Like, oh, it's an old Porsche 911. Oh, there's only 300 of those.
Right?
Now heading eastbound through Mount Providence.
Let's see.
Control, we're out of pursuit. Unable to follow. Now heading northbound, approaching Liberty Desert.
That's not very nice way to treat this old Porsche.
It is not. It is not. Okay, let me see if I can get the...
And these cops are.
1 out of 6. What is your location of travel now? Now heading eastbound through Liberty Desert. All right.
Well, this has 6 speeds now.
Lincoln 30, subject has left me behind. Visual lost.
And
Nice
196
try,
in this thing.
fellas.
Wow.
That would be terrifying. This thing has a
Yeah?
has a reputation of being a widowmaker for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, that does. Let me see if I can find another one that I did here.
The Datsun Smokescreen, Blue Streak, Prowl, Sunstreaker, Sideswipe from the 84 Transformers. Man, Transformers is so much like propaganda, or like car manufacturer propaganda, and I just didn't care because look at the cool robots.
Yeah, that's fair.
New vehicles. Oh, we're definitely failing that. Ooh, Porsche against Porsche.
Oh.
Gaio, just like old times, huh?
Almost makes you miss some of the stuff we got up to, huh?
Man, some of the stuff we did. God, we were such punks.
Let's go!
Just go to the date.
Oh, come on!
Triple the manufacturing budget. Yeah.
So, funny story, true story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually hate on the Aztec or derivatives like some people do. My wife had a Buick Rendezvous for a number of years, it was basically an Aztec with different, cladding on it.
Mm-hmm. I think that's part of why people hated the Aztec so much.
Yeah.
But it was
great.
3 great ideas implemented terribly.
Yeah.
You still got some moves, little tie.
Man, that nickname. Where did it even come from, anyway?
And
Yeah, remember when Rab brought back that new Chevy?
so,
You were too short to get
fun
your
story.
foot on the
I
gas
am
pedal.
blackballed at GM.
Little tie, reach in and
Oh,
reach in.
really?
Yep.
Okay,
Because when I was in college, GM actually came and did like a, hey, we want to hire we want to impress you kids that are graduating college, so you come work for us. And they were like, hey, so they actually, like, GM engineers that had graduated from the university came, did like a whole day, and they had a bunch of GM cars there. And they were like accepting resumes from people. Basically collecting resumes and like showing off their cars, and they had a Corvette there that you could like climb in and out of. But couldn't drive it.
Yeah.
But you could like sit in it and make those Corvette noises. But
all right.
towards the end of it, they were like, "Do you have any questions for us?" So I asked them, "So what happened with the Aztec?"
Probably shouldn't have tried to pick her up then, huh?
They didn't answer and handed my resume back to me.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh, okay. Found out later, the guy that was leading the entire thing was one of the chief engineers that worked on the Aztec. So I inadvertently just shoved like an entire gallon or like a whole box of salt in that wound.
Oh my god.
So it's like, oh, well, I guess I'm never getting a job at GM then.
So here's, aside from it being ugly though, I know that it seemed kind of like a camp, a horse built by committee.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a lot of stuff to it that actually seemed pretty...
Yeah, so it was trying to be
useful and forward thinking to me.
Yeah, so it was like, hey, let's use plastic body panels so they won't corrode. They'll be lighter than steel.
Yeah.
And it's like, yep, these are all true. This is all great. And, let's give it some off-roading chops. So just like, plastic body panels and off-roading is kind of, okay.
It's a choice.
It's a choice. And then they were like, oh, well, let's also make it like an economical grocery getter. And like, but is it supposed to be off-road or grocery getting?
Yeah.
So it's this weird like crossover that's got a terrible, and it's got an underpowered engine It's got a body that you can't really take off-road because you're gonna ruin the plastic body panels.
Yeah,
So,
it
like-
had that 4-cylinder in it.
Yeah. So if they had picked like 2 of the 3 or 1 of the 3 to do really well, the Aztec would have knocked her out of the park. Because it has the
Well, and it
has a great base
Go
for
ahead.
all of those, like, to do all of those things.
and they also put fun gimmicks into it.
Yes.
You know, the fact that the console was a cooler that you could pick up and take with you. That's a fun concept. The fact that there was an AC adapter in the back that you didn't have to have a converter for. Cool concept. The fact that they manufactured a heckin' tent that you could pop the tailgate up and set the tent up and sleep in the back of it. And they're like, no, we set it up for this. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's just... it being a loser car is kind of...
It never really tried to do one thing really well. In my opinion, it really suffered for it.
Yeah. So, but... yes, but my wife had a rendezvous, which was none of the off-roading stuff. And
Right.
it also didn't have a bunch of the fun gimmicks that went with it. But it was a perfectly good vehicle. It was more comfortable for me to ride than what she has now is a Buick Encore, because my wife is a Buick fangirl, no matter what. Like the only way that she finally admitted to me the only way she'd ever drive a minivan is if it was one of those Buick minivans imported from China. And I'm like, why? But
There are better options than that. But
yes, but she has a Buick Encore now, and it is uncomfortable for me in any seat in that thing. So, in the same vein, she says that my car is uncomfortable for her.
what's this? But it's a box. It's a box.
Look, man, I got. That's all I got.
It's
Here,
a
I
great
got another.
car. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
have you seen? So this
Yes.
is undercover missions.
Okay.
I want you to see my perfect undercover, totally won't be recognized car.
Is this trying to blend in, or is this trying to be back in the background?
It's trying to blend in the background, a car that you just see pass by a traffic camera and don't even look twice at.
Okay, I know what I would pick for it, but I want to see what you got.
Aston Martin DB5.
Miller, got a job
Oh
for you.
my god.
Not until
It's
you give me
007 on
something
the
I
back.
can use.
It's
I'm
discreet.
after the
Oh my
house's
god.
boss.
It's discreet.
He's bringing in more tech like they had in the clinics.
I would have been like, get an early 2000s model Camry, and no one will pay any attention to it.
I
But
mean, that'd be the smart choice, but here we are.
yeah, I know.
Keep your eyes
Here
open
we
and
are.
your mouth shut. Congratulations.
So when you're ready, I
Miller.
have another car list for you.
work for the
Okay.
house now.
But I know Laura's happening, and you're getting ready to do a thing. Okay. All right. So this was from Niagara Falls to Baja California. So here
Okay.
was what I pulled out of the, and I tried not to have repeats. So here's what I pulled out of the Hot Wheels bin.
Okay.
Ford GT40.
Which one?
Not the new one.
So
I
it's
didn't write that part down.
like, are we talking classic 70s GT40, the 2000s GT40?
I think it's the 2000s GT40.
Okay.
Lamborghini Huracan.
Okay.
1970 Chevelle Supersport.
Okay.
Late 90s Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Ooh, okay.
2016 Nissan Titan Warrior.
Okay.
1972 Ford Ranchero.
Ooh, okay.
Jaguar XE SV.
Okay.
Porsche 944 Turbo.
Okay.
I can't give you the year on that. I'm just looking
Yeah.
at it. Oh, is that all there was on that one? Yeah, that's all there was on that one.
The Huracan.
Okay, why the Huracan?
Because the Huracan is basically like the Audi R8 uh trying to like wear a skimpy outfit.
Okay.
It's still
Okay.
a very boring, well-behaved Audi R8 underneath.
Okay.
Wait, was that just plot? Okay, no, there's new missions.
And then after this one, I'll get the last one I did.
And yeah, like it's designed mostly by Audi, and so it's like it'll last. It will. You must do the maintenance on the schedule.
Yeah.
Early and no late.
Here comes the discreet DPS.
Yeah, discrete
sidewalk.
DB5. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can stay in the offset lane for 15 seconds. So it's actually like
You're today's payroll
a
driver?
pretty like decent, like comfortable long distance cruiser, and fast.
Here's the
Okay.
It's
payouts
quite
and
fast.
locations. I don't think you
Okay.
can run away with the money. I'm tracking you by GPS.
Where's
If you
the
want to,
trust these days?
I have not driven one, but I know Colberto has. You can talk to Colberto about like how they actually feel to drive.
Look, man, these are vehicles that I am never going
Yep, on
to-
my way.
Good. Keep your eyes peeled and make it quick.
probably not even going to lay eyes on, let alone drive. So
You'll be able to lay eyes on them, but they are.
Jess,
Hey, where you at on that house attack?
working on it.
You gotta hurry, the house is moving fast.
These things take time. You're going to have to trust me here, Ty.
I do, Jess. It's the house I don't trust.
They are. There's plenty of like supercar experience things and such where you can just like rent one for an hour.
yes, but there is
You're on
the
clock.
cost on that is prohibitive for someone who works in social
Bride
work.
delivery.
Oh, okay, yes, that would be true. Unfortunate, but true.
Yeah.
Now for the rest of the stops.
I mean, I'm the one in the family that can drive a stick, so if it was going to be anybody, it would have to be me.
Since you're
Yeah,
asking,
but-
I could kill for a
Well, the
burger right
Hurricane
now.
is, I believe,
Dropped
flappy
off a
paddle.
load of money to a mechanic looking
So is that like the same as an auto clutch?
Black market engineer.
Kind of.
He specializes
Okay.
in leading edge parts years ahead of anything street legal.
Whatever tech they're bringing in, the house racers are sure to have it soon.
I'll just. What?
The donations for the orphanage in South Sudan are here, sir.
You have quite the mouth on you. What's your name?
My parents forgot to give me one.
Totally discreet.
Boy, y'all are low-key as hell, I'll tell you what.
Keep it up.
Wait, you don't think the discreet off-road Nissan GTR is discreet?
That was Mitko Vasilov.
There's Aloe with the resub.
Street
Ooh.
racer by night.
Hello, Allo.
What's a
Thank you,
foreign official
Aloe.
doing
Yeah,
taking
thank you.
bribes from the house?
He runs a drag racing league called the Diamond Block. Those were
Ah,
kickbacks,
tree.
That's what you're after?
Vasilov's a stooge. I'm after his boss. The collector.
Hello is reflecting how I feel about hitting that tree.
Yeah, that's seems appropriate. Especially in a DB5.
A DB5 would totally withstand that.
But still,
Let me just knock this drum back.
I'm
Yeah.
here to bribe some rich asshole, that you?
Where's the money, girl?
Don't girl me, asshole.
Your axles don't line up, sir. Sir, your axle
Not
does not
bad
line
so
up with
far.
your hub.
that might make it difficult to operate your motor vehicle,
Who's that
sir.
fine gentleman?
Yes.
I see you met
Yes.
Holtzman. He's a contractor on the collector's big tower
Although,
and the boss of an off-road
Is
racing
it
league
Hummer
called
that has the
Hazard.
torque converters in the wheels?
At least now you know what you're
I don't know.
I think they does.
Have
Oh,
a second
what?
thought?
Hell no.
That's
Doing his best George of the Jungle impression.
Good day, Officer Bradley.
Lose the smart mouth lady. Where's the money for the customs agent?
Here, have some donuts on the house.
Let us sass
Yeah.
the police.
Good so far.
Yeah, as that Okay, opinions on the Crown Vic as a police cruiser.
It's Jess. I've got an
I think
update
it's
on
a
the house.
perfectly
That tape
adequate
they're bringing
police
in
cruiser.
has to clear customs,
For its
which
era.
means
It's,
they're flying it in.
especially the police versions
I
of
just
it,
bribed a cop.
it's a easily repairable body. And you can actually like rip the entire, like, because it's body on frame.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just great.
Right.
A stanced
Ew. You're
Lyra?
talking. A little gratitude would be nice. Get out of my face.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
And that's the last.
That's a choice.
Washing windows before mowing. West what now? No, I think that was Colbert, a stanced Pagani, yeah?
Yeah.
I was saying, I think Colberto has driven an Audi R8. Why would I want this? This is so much worse than what I have. But, yeah. I don't think he owns one.
All right. So, the last Hot Wheel challenge that I did.
Okay.
The idea was, okay, no classics or supercars.
Yeah, I got more work if you
And it was regular consumer vehicles. New York to Sacramento to Key West. First one
Okay.
was the new model off-road package Jeep Wrangler
Okay.
that had the air intake like in the snorkel configuration up on top of the cab. Tesla Model X. No, there's that Mitsubishi Eclipse again. There's that Ford Raptor again. There was the Ford Focus RS again. Subaru Impreza STI, the model year after the one that Richard Hammond drove across Africa.
Okay.
Ford Mustang GT, Chevy Camaro, Bumblebee era, but silver with blue fire print on it.
Okay.
So that was the set for that one. Not a big set either, but
yeah, that's a more down to earth set.
Yeah,
think
that was the idea.
I'd go with the Camaro.
Okay,
Especially
why the
if it's
Camaro?
A V8 Camaro.
Let's assume it's a V8 Camaro and it's not a wimp.
So I've actually driven the V6 Camaro, and it's not bad. And that's why, because out of all those cars, so before I bought my BRC, I did test drive Mustang GT.
Okay.
And I was really liking it right up until I tried to accelerate on an uneven pavement.
Okay.
So like I was driving like trying to accelerate onto a highway.
Yeah.
And there were like some like not potholes, but like, you know, just like the surface wasn't smooth.
Yeah.
And I tried to accelerate over that, and the live axle was so sketchy. It's like the back wheels just started doing whatever they wanted. And I'm trying to put down 400 horsepower, and I can't predict what the back wheels are doing. That's not good.
Yeah, that would be worrisome.
Meanwhile, that era of Camaro actually has why doesn't the car terminate? That era of Camaro has independent rear suspension, so it can handle that kind of like surface imperfection way better. And I didn't drive the V. No, I did drive the V8 Camaro. I drove a V6 Camaro on the track.
Yeah.
And I drove a V8 Camaro like just around town. And yeah, it's a way better.
Sounds like you should be thanking me.
Don't push your luck, Jimmy.
It was just way better over uneven surfaces. It accelerated better. It put the power down more smoothly, more predictably, I should say. That was a spike strip. That was a spike strip.
Yeah, didn't they also say this was a kill switch race or something?
Yeah. Except no one has engaged a kill switch. I'm guessing that's what the special icon was for. Is the kill switch cars?
I guess.
Okay. They rammed my. I don't know how they found me. I mean, this car is so discreet. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Which era Scooby?
No, mate.
He said the one after Hammond drove, so I believe it's the Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Hey, it works. Yeah, a little bit.
Take the back road in.
Just absolutely rowing that transmission, aren't you?
Oh, it's fine. This is, you know, DB5s are paying for their toughness. You know, when they talk about British engineering and Lucas being the Prince of Darkness. Yeah, that's probably what they mean.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you got him good.
With your refilling Bassard collector nitrous.
Never gets old.
Oh no, it cracked your rear window. No, never mind, you're fine.
Yep, it's a tough rear window.
Like an Alfred Hitchcock rear window.
Yeah, we're going into the tunnel of not turning.
It's the tunnel of that one Fast and the Furious movie where they had to drive underground to get under the border.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, look, we successfully lost them. They are never going to find this vehicle again.
Ever.
No. Too discreet.
Too discreet.
This is worse than what I have. You just give me the cash or like. Oh.
We're clear, I'll drop you off.
To the city.
Thanks, Miller.
Just so we're clear, Jimmy, this is the last time we're doing this.
I understand.
If you call me again, I'm not picking up, even if you're dying and you want me to tell your wife you love her.
But I'm not married.
We're through.
Got it.
What were you doing in that casino?
Why are you asking me?
I'm, debriefing you, Jimmy.
Oh. The casino isn't selling to the house, so they sent me in to crash their, market value. Steal some cash, raise a few alarms, scare some customers.
Softening them up for a hostile takeover.
A DB5 doing 200 plus miles an hour. Is that 220? Yeah, it's yeah, nice fix it. Just, you know, fix the rear mirror window. It just needed a little. That's it.
Yeah, a little tap tap tappy.
Tappy tap tap, and it's fixed.
It's what hammers are for.
Let's fix the rear window with a hammer.
With a hammer.
They'll never look for this
You're
car.
a real pro, Miller.
No.
You know that?
That's me, goddamn professional. Hey, Jimmy, stay out of trouble.
I mean, the real key to it is the fact that you did not invest in the drop-down headlights with the machine guns behind them.
Well, they didn't give me the option.
That's what really makes it, you know, low key and low key and discreet.
What he's saying and report back. Got it?
Now I'm in. Uber driver.
Moments off-screen electricals was burst into flames and burned the car to the rims. I mean, probably. But some of these cars are worth so much now that even if it's burnt to a crisp, they'll still fix it.
Yeah, they'll rebuild it because
Rebuild it. As
yeah,
long as the bin is still there and like can be tied to the whatever remains. Yeah, they'll rebuild it because it's worth more than the cost of entirely rebuilding the vehicle.
I think Rowan Atkinson has had his
I believe he sold
McLaren.
that McLaren
Well, he
F1.
had that McLaren. Yeah, he had it rebuilt twice, I think.
Yeah. Yep. I think now anymore, all McLaren F1s are like they're worth so much that if they're ever written off, they'll be rebuilt. Or any kind of damage happens to them, they'll be rebuilt. So it's kind of wild to think about.
Yeah, that's worth that much. Now, I do wish, I know it was a gag, but the Jeremy Clarkson's interview with Rowan Atkinson, where he was like, "Can you give me a car review with only your facial expressions?"
He did it so well.
I know, but that's just how good Rowan Atkinson is at that nonverbal stuff.
Yeah.
Be a dear and step on it, would you?
Why? What's the rush?
I say so, and you want to please me, so go.
Oh, speaking of,
You're the boss.
so,
Where's that ejection seat?
right?
I am.
This is where you use it.
That's the Eddie Izzard bit. Like, Mr. Bond, I have the gun, and I have you. Would you like to come sit in the front seats?
It's much more comfortable. What was it? Oh, so this last week I was traveling for work. Yeah. And I was at the St. Louis, Missouri airport.
Still plenty of time to move.
And let me tell you, the St. Louis is a very different airport from my normal airport call.
Tyler tell you
Right.
anything interesting about me?
Because they actually like changed up the shuttle I was taking. It was like, oh, we'll just change things around because someone's running late for their flight. So, and they actually like waited for people. Like even the plane would wait for people
So you know
to
the
get
man
onto the
is
plane.
not
I was
supposed
like,
to
this
throw me
is
off
weird.
balance. That's your play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I do. I know
But
all about Tyler's little
in the
trio of
same
street
St.
racers
Louis,
by the
Missouri
city.
airport,
You know, I'm surprised you're not doing donuts
I
in the
found
parking lot in Mogadishu to fight world hunger.
I witnessed a sight I had not seen since the late 2000s. Which say mid
Tyler and
2000s.
McAllister know how much work you put in that.
I saw
2000s.
a full-on
You must be exhausted.
off-collar douchebag.
I want your help settling that.
I was gonna say a Sugar Ray concert, but we're really talking about the same thing, aren't we?
And
Yeah,
I'll
kinda.
tell you something.
But this was like the full deal. He had the pop collar and the shirt wasn't buttoned all the way up. He had the frosted
Was
tips.
it a polo?
It was a polo.
Was it a polo shirt? Okay.
It was a polo button-down shirt, which had been buttoned down, or like the top like 4 or 5
What if I
buttons
told
were
you it
undone.
has tech that Rav and your crew?
The
Okay.
collar was popped all the way around. It wasn't just like one collar got kind of bent and was sticking up or something in the back.
Yeah.
That he didn't notice. No, this was deliberate pop collar.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll buy it.
Uh,
Where?
Now, Jessica Hart. Beat my wager first.
He had the frosted tips in his hair. Like the hair was all tweaked up and frosted at the tips.
God.
It's like
Tell them I spoke on the phone about selling my casino.
he
Tell
also
them I
had
was
the
pissed off.
chain,
Think they'll believe it?
the really
Okay.
thin chain that
What
that they need to wear apparently.
Yeah.
And
It's either got to be a chain or a puka shell necklace.
yes.
So tell me. the
Well, I think
broker-
puka shell necklace is
You know
more
who she is?
like if you're near a beach.
Infuriating as it is.
Or a frat boy. Take you know,
Look at
that's...
that. I got something on the Mighty Marcus
Did he have
here.
obnoxious sunglasses?
Yes, yes, he did.
Please
But
describe the obnoxious
I know
sunglasses.
you're tight,
they
Marcus.
were
If you ever tell
large,
Boss Tyler,
plastic
I'll
framed,
make you pay.
and hanging out of his
No,
not
but when
collar,
I
his
do,
pocket.
You won't see me coming.
Can't wait.
So he had them folded up, and they were just dangling out of his pocket. It was kind of, I just it brought me back to the past. I'm like, am I in high school again? What's going on?
So I could only think of one thing to make it douchier.
Oh.
Take those frosted tips and fashion them into a faux hawk.
Ooh. Ooh. That is, in fact, a higher level of douche.
That's the only thing I could come up with.
That is like,
I'm like, how do we make this worse?
That's a douche level over 9,000 douche.
It is.
But I was not prepared for that. I was like, man, this is... And the other thing is, it wasn't like my age. It was a kid.
Oh, he's doing a throwback thing.
But why at the airport?
Poor kid doesn't understand.
I made it where...
He just doesn't understand.
I mean, he can't have been alive for that. For the original iteration of that.
Nermetch is pointing out that could be the the broccoli cut that's going around as well.
Isn't the broccoli cut shaved on the sides?
I don't remember. I don't pay that much attention.
I think it is shaved on the sides, but yeah, no, this was all the way around. Is this also worse than what I have? No, it's an improvement, finally.
Oh, he got an improvement.
My DB5 is now faster.
You owe me.
Yes, gold-plated G-Wagon Carnival Casino.
A G-Class, huh? The man's got some very specific tastes.
Pleasure doing business with you, Jessica.
Okay, so when it comes to car movies, I have an opinion for you.
Jess.
What's your opinion on the Nicolas Cage Gone in 60 Seconds?
Did Weird say anything about me?
Just that he doesn't
Okay.
know who you are and
I
it's
do
pissing
like
him
that.
off.
Good. Come to me.
Can you expand on why?
I think I found where the house
I
is
think-
taking the prototype tag.
Okay.
Interested?
A lot of it is bullshit.
Collector's doing a
Okay,
dog and pony
but
show in the casino.
the
on
car
Fortune
is
Valley
treated
Day.
well.
It's a one-day only special.
You're a star.
And it's... Honestly, it's the more recognizable of the two Gone in 60 Seconds movies. Have you seen the original?
I know it exists. I had a buddy tell me he fell asleep watching that one.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Look, man, I don't know.
Because the original Gone in 60 Seconds is basically like... The entire movie is him outrunning the police.
From overseas.
Okay.
We're gonna make sure they pick you for chauffeur
And
duty.
the new one, they actually tried to give
First,
some
we have
plot
to
to
find out
it
what
to
the plan is.
bring people
Here.
into it.
What's this?
Short
But
range
it
Okay.
still
fever.
kind of has that
Visit
like
these house
escaping
meeting
from the
points,
police
tap
vibe to
in,
it.
Then move on.
So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it.
Okay.
I still think my favorite. Oh dear. Okay. Alright, that's faster.
Which one of those surveillance points should I hit first?
Doesn't matter. Just hit them as fast as you can, then move on to the next one.
You sure Navarro's people are gonna
The,
be there?
They're there right now.
I think the favorite car movie.
Okay, let's see if this works.
He'll land at the Ritz VIP terminal. Make sure he gets picked up on time.
One scene in Bullet,
Who do you want driving them?
You pick, but get
but
them
only that
vetted.
one scene.
Screw up, and the collector will
Okay.
have our heads.
The as far as an entire movie, I do like the new one up with Niki Lauda and James Hunt.
Better get out of here before
Forget
it
what
gets
the
Not
movie's
spotted.
familiar with
but-
that one.
It's not deep.
I know where they're picking him up. Is that all you need?
It's a start, but no.
but
Keep
yeah,
hitting those
the
surveillance points.
what's that movie called? Yeah, maybe Chad remembers what the movie's called. The one with Niki Lauda and James Hunt. I do like that one a lot.
Let's see if I can learn
Ford
something
versus
useful.
Ferrari.
The cars are
I
on their
love
way.
that one.
Okay.
There's no way we're losing the tech this time. Understood?
We still have the Koenigsegg. If you would let me install a remote off switch like I said.
It's
We should.
I'm not gonna learn much more here. Let's go.
Rush. That's the name of the movie.
Anything new?
The VIPs
One
bring
with
another
Nicky Lauda and
high-tech
James
car
Hunt.
with
It's called Rush.
them. Don't have anything else, but it's worth
Okay.
a lot to the house.
It's a great movie, and it does like it explains a lot of the drama behind like those series of the Formula One World Championships.
Okay.
It does a really good job of it too. Also because they actually got the Nicky Lauda, like the actual Nicky Lauda, to help with the movie.
Okay.
So I really liked it. Ford versus Ferrari.
I don't. Yeah.
Again, same thing. It does. It talks about the '60s, like
All right,
Ford
let's
developing
tap
the
in.
original
The girl we drove for
GT40.
tomorrow last time. Is she available? I think so. We'll keep her on backup in case Plan A doesn't work
Okay.
out.
It's for me. It's still Bullet with that one scene, and it's like the first ever scene with a.
So I'm Plan B. Got it.
It's the first ever
I'm
car
next in
chase
line
scene
for the
in
VIP
a movie,
chauffeur spot.
Good.
Okay.
and
No clue.
Keep hitting those surveillance spots. If you
Man,
find out,
that's setting a
you might be
high
able to
bar
talk
for the
about it.
first one.
it really does. The director for it also said like stopped. The director for it also said like
Right. Time to
originally
listen in.
because there's like
Sama's in flight.
dramatic music building up to it, and the director's like, well, you know, I was gonna play the music over all this.
royalty. He's much more than that, Lena.
What? Did my guy just stand up in the car?
You understand?
Okay.
Sure looks like it.
Guess we're driving from the outside
That's
now.
Lena's boss.
We're doing the suburban commando thing.
It seems dangerous against bridges, but what do I know?
Interesting.
Well, he's our house.
He's just
VIP.
trying to wreck it so the glitch goes away.
I thought that might help, but okay, we're driving like this now. Out of time.
Damn.
Okay. Oh, it's just gonna stay like this.
Maybe you could, if you switch vehicles, maybe you should go away.
I'm hoping like restarting this will do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think also not having to turn around so much. Right, skip.
Miller.
Skip. There you go, back in the car. Okay.
Do this.
Where does Days of Thunder fall on your list?
Days of Thunder is the official NASCAR movie. So if you're ever like a fan of NASCAR or involved with it in any way, that's your movie. It's
Okay.
That's the spot.
now the actual unofficial official NASCAR movie is Talladega Nights.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
It's so great.
It's just, it's absurd in ways that just tickle my heart. Because
First stop down.
the whole like you have made me spill my macchiato.
he's drinking it while he's driving the damn car.
It's done so well.
Yes. And I appreciate, I just appreciate the fact that they are willing to just
Looks like the
absolutely be absurd.
Yep.
But it's, the jokes fit in the narrative. It's not like Family Guy, story, quick aside for joke, okay. Now back to, it's like, no, this is,
It's seamless.
this is, it fits in the story.
On fire. Ricky Bobby, you're not on fire. Someone please save my friend from the invisible fire.
Yes, that fits. Okay, that was not as funny to me as the scene where he thought he had to use a wheelchair, but that scene was excellent.
And
It's, yeah.
if you don't like Big Red, fuck you.
Apparently, the commercials were the thing that cracked up Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly the most.
This sticker is dangerous and inconvenient, but I do love, what's it, Numinos? Or Fig Newtons?
Was it? Yeah, it was Fig Newtons.
Okay, I'm here.
Let's see. Okay, all right. Here, let's dig into this one a little bit, because I don't know enough about NASCAR to know. But was the slingshot they used an actual?
Yes. It's
technique. Okay.
So yes, especially with cars of that era, they didn't. It's exaggerated in like you don't actually have like a slingshot engaged and all that.
Yeah.
But yes, it is a thing.
Because you're drafting, able to go higher, faster at lower RPMs, and then you kick it in and can go.
Yeah,
effectively more so.
Yeah, your RPMs will rise. You basically both cars will go faster. The thing is, especially around that era, the cars had more power than they do today, which seems weird.
Okay.
But the era was terrible, deliberately so.
Okay.
So the cars would really dirty, like under the car, and the airflow over the car was just marginally better.
Okay.
Because of that, anything you could do to clean up the airflow would have a huge effect on how fast you actually went. So, and that's what the drafting essentially did: is you'd have two cars together. One car would clean up the airflow for both of them. One car would clean up the airflow in the front. The following car will clean up the airflow at the back. So, just two cars drafting in tandem will make both cars go faster. So yeah, that slingshot thing is real.
Okay. See, that's... I figured it was, but it's one of those like, hey, let's get an actual explanation on it. My father-in-law was a long-haul truck driver, and he would talk about that truckers would basically convoy up to draft on each other too.
Yep, and it works. It works the exact same way. Like trailers, especially. Like you look at everything on the trailer. All of that is just draft.
We'll make sure something comes up.
Yeah.
Say, a family.
Like having two trucks following each other, they will actually improve each other's fuel economy.
Hey lady, something came up.
That's also why the
That didn't take long.
What's that?
Nothing. Send me the pickup location.
in Australia they have those huge road trains.
Okay.
Part of why they work is because of the increased fuel efficiency to just carry that heavier load. Also, why trains in the U.S. will, like you see those mile-long trains, is it's more fuel efficient.
So, I know, well, it is more fuel efficient, and then you're just hauling so much freight on it.
Yeah.
And I believe, I'd have to look it up, but I believe it's called the Blue Ridge Rail System. There is a rail system that goes through the Appalachians it was basically for the coal trains, but it was set up to be at the perfect grade to strike that balance between enough power going up and down that you could maintain speed, but you wouldn't overload your locomotives for it.
Yep.
I'd have to go back and watch the documentary about it, but it's apparently a marvel of modern engineering that no one ever talked about.
Oh, absolutely. Like, there's a ton of stuff in trains that I could absolutely like spaz out about for hours, and I try not to, because like I know I can already be a lot to be around, so like I need to like limit my like how much I spaz out about things at people. So
it's all right.
However, we have arrived at that point where
it is that point.
Where this is. There we go. Oh dear, Cookie is calling me bro. Did someone say trains? Hell yeah. am in the Legion. Cookie, at some point, I will do a full spaz about trains. Probably playing a train game where I can be like, this is how the reverser works. Look at the reverser working. And here's why you have two throttles, because they do two different things to make the train go faster.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have coming up next Puzzle Pulsar. I know it says 4 p.m., but he should actually be up in about 5 minutes. After that, we will be having Storm Song, probably continuing KOTOR. And then it'll be
probably
Sunday with Halzakar.
Just as a teaser, opening match tonight is Ralphie No Pants versus Sailor Moon Moon. So
that's
yeah, I know, right?
Say Ralphie No Pants versus Sailor Moon.
Yep. That's our opener tonight. And there will be a poll about the Twitch title. So I hope y'all are there to tell me what it is you want to see.
Yeah. The will it be a one-on-one or will it be a duo match?
There will be a poll actually that will lead into a match.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep.
The chat gets to determine the fighters.
Yep. So.
All right.
So, dude, thank you for running the stream this afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for joining, Housecar. And chat, thank you for being here. 47 of you. You could have chosen to do anything on this. Both kind of gray here. But, maybe it's a nice Sunday where you're at. And instead you're here. So, take care, everybody.
All right.
Have fun. And we'll see you in a week.